if you can't hit in MLB The Show 25, if you are chasing balls out of the zone.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
You are going to get more bad pitches. But if you lock in and use these 2 secret tips that I'm about to show you right now, you're going to elevate your game in 24 hours. Let's get into it. Thanks to today's sponsor, U4GM. If you are looking for cheap and safe MLB The Show 25 stubs, make sure you check them out. 100% safe, fast delivery, and use code FAT for extra 5% off your order. Alright, the first thing you need to always do is make sure you are rested. 2 hours and 3 hours of sleep playing a reflex game is not going to do you any justice. So make sure you are well rested every time before you load up MLB The Show 25. Now, as far as hitting, there is 2 key elements. You need to be picky on the pitches, and you need to have a mistake zone. What do I mean by a mistake zone? If the ball lands in your most comfortable part of the batter's box, that's when you are going to make your opponent pay. So right here, the first thing is going into practice mode. The second thing is going into a showdown. So I go into practice mode. I do a 5-minute warm up. I come right here and I do both of these pitches. Right here, down the middle and at the bottom. Fastball. Why? Because you can adjust to everything else. The cutter, the slider, and all that. So what do? First thing is, how do you hold your left stick? Holding your left stick is crucial. You need to make sure that you are going straight down. However you need to hold your left stick to go straight down is super important. Straight down, straight up, straight left, straight right, straight right, straight left, straight down, straight up. The reason why I say that is because one of my biggest weaknesses, the first year that I played MLB The Show, I was always dropping at an angle. Okay, so instead of me being able to hit pitches straight down the middle right here, I was always a little to the left of it, a little to the right of it, because I was not dropping straight down. So you need to hold the left analog in a position so you can go straight down. Okay, so these are the practice pitches. I want to be able to go straight down, get underneath the ball. As you can see in the feedback, I am right underneath the ball. Now, what I was doing was holding it at an angle, so when a pitch straight down the middle was coming, I was a little bit off to the right or a little bit off to the left. Okay, so the first thing is hold the left analog stick where you are comfortable so you can get down in the zone at a straight angle and up in the zone at a straight angle. So this is diagonal. This is how I was going. This is not straight down. This is diagonal. Okay, you want to be able to hold it slow movements. This is my power zone. Anything right here is mistake areas. This is where I am comfortable without jamming the PCI. This area right here is my best chances at getting home runs, base hits, runners off of the bases, avoiding double plays. Okay, now once you start the game, one thing you need to do is focus on the release point. If I put my thing right here, I want to see as many pitches coming out of the pitcher's hand as possible. You can use the background. You can use people moving around. You can use props. I want to see the ball go through my PCI before I even take a swing. I use the one strike approach. So right here, this person in the background, around in this area, I can see the ball through my PCI. That lets me know his release point. Now, every new pitcher is going to have a different release, but I have this identified. So now I can track the ball and then adjust. As you can see, I'm a little bit to the left. Now that should have been an easy home run, but the diagonal made me to the left instead of the straight down. Right there, a little to the left. Now the number 2 step after you identify the ball is following through. So once you swing, continue to slowly push the analog stick toward where the ball is going, because the ball is moving. So if it comes right here and you swing, make sure you are still slowly continuing the trend. Okay, so don't stop your swing. Okay, when you push the hit button, your left analog stick still should be moving toward where the ball was at. So if the ball comes out of his hand, I should be moving still to that direction. As you can see, now you can see my PCA. Now you can see my PCI feedback. I'm a little to the left and under the ball. So I don't want to stop my swing. I want to still track the ball all the way through, even when I'm making contact. That right there is going to help you out tremendously. As you can see, I am underneath the ball. Perfect, perfect. I used to stop. I used to go like this, move my controller, and then stop. Now I am pushing the hit button and using my left analog stick and still following through the path that the ball was moving. So once it comes out of his hand, I'm still going with the path, and right there, I am right on top of the ball, okay? That's how I want the PCI to be. That is the difference. A lot of people don't follow through the full path of the ball like that right there. I didn't move my PCI at all. In your brain, you think you are moving your PCI, but you can see the difference in the feedback, okay? So that time, I stayed under the ball. Now, once you put that together, reading the ball, following through, taking a strike. You put them three together, you're going to be way better at hitting an MLB The Show 25. So, see the ball, find out his release spot. We're going to say right here, I can see the ball going through. I can pick up. Is it popping out of his hand? That's an off speed. Is it coming in a straight line? That's a fastball or a sinker. Then I'm going to follow through with my swing. Try to go straight down. That's one of the biggest things that you have to do. Straight down, straight to the right, straight to the left, straight up. Okay? So if you can get that down, your hitting is going to change tremendously. Okay? So a lot of people do all this a whole bunch of times, and all they do is just tire your finger out, give you more stuff on the screen to pay attention to. You need to just be making small movements, track where the ball is at, make sure that your eyes are focused, and then follow. That's it. That's as simple as it is. Small movements, get yourself warmed up, track where the ball is coming from, and then small movements. Boom. Okay? So that time I didn't move my PCI again, but the timing was right, and we got rewarded for it. So you just have to remember to put all of them into the thing. You want to be straight down or straight up, move your PCI to where it's at, and then see if you can get rewarded or not. Sometimes you're going to miss some easy pitches. Now, another thing you want to do is make sure that you have some type of monitor. Playing against your friend and all that is okay on the TV, but you want to make sure that you have a monitor so you can see the spin on the ball. You can pick up on the release of the ball, what kind of pitch it is, way faster than if you have a TV. Okay, so if I'm coming right here, I can pick up on it. Fastball coming out of his hand. I can move my PCI. Will have less input, and then I can get rewarded. Okay, so monitor, and if you have $8 to $11, get you some Control Freaks. Control Freaks is going to help for people that have loose left analog sticks. They can drop all the way down out of the zone. With my Control Freak right here, this is as high as I can go in the top of the zone right here without pressing hard. This is all I can do in the zone. Down here to the dirt and in the grass. And what's that going to do? That's going to mean I will chase less pitches. Now, if they hit in the corners over here, I will have to anchor myself to be ready for those type of pitches. So then I can come down and get them. Okay? But most pitches that you're going to want to hit is going to be about 2 inches right here, unless it's corners. But they have to prove that they can throw that over and over and over in the strike zone. If this helped you out, comment down below that you finished at what point of the video. Did you make the 2-minute mark, the 3-minute mark, or did you watch the entire video? Now you want to go into Showdown. Showdown is super important because you want to take pitches, tire the person out. So that's where the one strike approach comes in. And on top of that, that's going to mean they have to throw you a ball into the strike zone. That's putting pressure on your opponent. Okay? If you are missing, if you are swinging at pitches all in the dirt, all in the ground, they're going to throw that more often than not. They might throw you 1 strike out of the first 3 pitches. If you are patient, let them throw that strike, whether it's a cutter, whether it's a sinker, whether it's a fastball. That's going to give you an idea. Next batter up, if they start off with that same sequence, Then you can mix it up and jump on the first pitch. You have an idea of where he's going to throw it at, what side of the box he's going to throw it at, and what kind of pitch he's going to lead off with. So you're getting a lot of information. The first thing is figuring out where the release point is at, what the fastball looks like, what the sinker looks like, what the circle change look like. And then after that, you can make them pay. Let's go.